Greetings from Columbia, South Carolina. This is historic Memorial Stadium, your site for the Class 1A, 2A Girls State Soccer Championships as the Christchurch Cavaliers set to take on the Raptors of Academic Magnet. Hello, everybody. I am Birch Antley, joined by my broadcast partner, Emerson Phillips. And Emerson, we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned rematch from a year ago.
Same two teams playing for the state title this year that played here on this field for the title last year. And it was Academic Magnet beating Christchurch 3-1 on this field last season to win the 2A Girls Soccer State Championship. These two are back in Columbia this weekend, Birch. Should be an exciting soccer game.
Yeah, the Academic Magnet Raptors 18-2. And there you see the Raptors in white with the white tops and the white bottoms. 18-2 record, coached by Anna Merriman, only in her second year. Wonderful record for Coach Merriman, 41-6-1. They are your defending state champs as they knocked off the Cavaliers a year ago, as Emerson said, by a score of 3-1 here at Memorial Stadium. On the other side of the pitch, there you see in the navy blue, and that is Christchurch out of Greenville, South Carolina, a 23-3 record under the direction of Chris Nichols, the head coach in her sixth year with the Cavaliers program, and she has compiled an 88-43 record. And Emerson, it should be noted that here in Columbia, South Carolina, all week long, we have had rains falling from the skies virtually every day, every night. This field, it looks beautiful right now, a wonderful green color, but it is absolutely soaking wet down there. And this is the first game of 3 matches here tonight, and then on Saturday the boys take the pitch. We'll have 4 matches on Saturday. The Raptors and the Cavaliers, they really got the luck of the draw by playing first on this field, because later on as play progresses, this field is going to get chopped up and it is going to get soupy, and it is going to be very, very difficult playing conditions later in the day and into tomorrow.
Yeah, it likely will be, Birch. We've had better than 3 inches of rain here in Columbia just in the last 3 days. So the weather this week has been awful across the Midlands and really across the state of South Carolina. And, Birch, you see the official or the unofficial mascot of the Academic Magnet team on the end of the bench right there. That's the rooster, and they call it Polio Loco. It's the crazy chicken, the unofficial mascot of this Academic Magnet soccer team that is the defending state champion in 2A girls soccer. And we are geared up for a fine ball game today, Birch. It should be exciting. We got some terrific goal scorers in this game. There's the mascot, Polio Loco, the crazy chicken, Birch.
And the Raptors, of course, they've got that nickname that embodies a fierce flying bird. And they've got the crazy chicken indeed, as you see heading into goal there for Academic Magnet. Emily Gosson, she is a senior and she is spectacular. She is committed to Georgia Southern. Only 6 goals have been allowed against Emily Gosson this year. In goal for Christchurch will be Cameron Beach. She is a sophomore, and she has put together some staggering numbers for a 10th grader. 160 saves this season, and she has only allowed 17 goals, as Christchurch has put together a wonderful record, 23-3, your upper state champs. Christchurch making their 8th appearance here in the state championship. They last won the title back in 2001. Academic Magnet, this is only their 2nd appearance, but they're going for back-to-back state titles. And we are set to get underway, and indeed we are. Christchurch moving right to left in the navy blue with the light blue trim. And as you see, Emily Gosson scooping up the ball. And that's going to be one thing, too, we need to keep in mind, Emerson, these kicks that are going to stay entirely on the ground that do not get lift, the ball is going to roll considerably slower on this wet surface. It
will. You know, the grass is cut pretty tight for this finals weekend, and I was speaking with David Kleinfelder before the game today. He is the head soccer coach for the girls team at Dreher High School, and this is Dreher's home field. And he said that this field retains water, holds the water quite well. So, you know, if we can avoid any more rain the rest of the day today and into tomorrow, you know, the field will likely dry out at least a little bit, and that would certainly help. But you're right, Birch, with 3 inches of rain in the last 3 days, the field is soaking wet right now. We expect, you know, footing to be an issue, particularly in the first half. And, you know, for these games today, we figured the footing may be a concern at times, and I think that's something that, you know, the coaches made their players aware of. And obviously you use warm-up time to sort of gauge the field and kind of get a feel for field conditions. So, it's the same feel for both teams. It's not going to be a deciding factor, but it could have an impact in the game.
That ball cleared away by Christ Church, but right back to the Raptors of Academic Magnet. They'll try to swing it left side over there to Arden Turkowitz, the senior forward. Now back over into Christ Church's possession, but again, Academic Magnet right there to take it away as they work near sideline. And Summer Edwards, the sophomore midfielder, boots it over left side, centering kick. Now coming down the left wing into the box and pulls back out. And a good clear away there by the defense from Christ Church. Now quickly ahead with Academic Magnet and Emma Bradley, the freshman defender. Emma Bradley, number 9. Emerson, you don't want to mess with her. She is a black belt in karate and also graduating top of her class. So brains and brawn for Emily Bradley.
Right, I imagine her background as a soccer player helps her with karate and probably vice versa, Birch. Academic Magnet's got a terrific player, number 13, Callie Purifoy, 30 goals this year, headed to Virginia Tech. She's only a junior, but she's already decided on Virginia Tech for her college choice, and she wears number 13 in a white jersey for Academic Magnet. Her counterpart, Megan Kerrigan from Christ Church, in the navy blue uniforms, wears number 11. She has scored 43 goals this year, Birch, to go along with 17 assists. And Kerrigan for Christ Church, also a junior, made all-state team this year.
Yeah, Kerrigan, a very, very talented player. Chris Nichols speaks very highly of her. And as you say, only a junior. Leads her team with 43 goals. Matter of fact, she leads all scorers in this championship game coming into this title tilt. Leading scorer, as you said, for the Raptors, Callie Purifoy with 30 here in 2012. Over on the far sideline, that's Lema Alakel, the sophomore midfielder for Christ Church. This is game number 1 of 3 here today at Memorial Stadium in Columbia. We'll have Hilton Head and Fort Mill next in the 3A contest, followed by Wando and Malden in the 4A title, and then the boys take the pitch tomorrow on Saturday with 4 games, Class 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. Christ Church looking for a shot on goal, nothing there, denied by Academic Magnet. Excellent defense by Academic Magnet, bailing out Emily Gosson, where she did not have to make a play. That was wonderful work down there.
Christ Church wanted a handball call. They felt like the ball may have hit the upper arm of one of the Academic Magnet players. A couple of the Christ Church girls threw their arms up in the air looking for a call that they did not get.
For the first time, we're seeing the sun peek out from the cloudy skies here hovering over Memorial Stadium in Columbia. The weather clearing out in the mid-afternoon, and we should have excellent conditions this evening and on Saturday. Christ Church trying to advance forward, right to left. Trying to track it down over in the far corner is Emily Harvey, the senior midfielder. And it will be Academic Magnet possession. Throw in here on the near sideline as they work it over to Arden Turkowitz. Turkowitz trying to find Summer Edwards ahead. And still a live ball as Purifoy tracks it down on the near side.
The foul on Christ Church here, Birch, so this will be a free kick for Academic Magnet. And they're going to look for their leading goal scorer. It's number 13, Callie Purifoy.
Purifoy pushing the ball over to Jenna Beauregard. So Beauregard will set the stage here. And you've got to believe, as you say, Emerson, look out for number 13, Purifoy.
She's easy to spot also, Birch, because she's wearing the bright orange cleats.
Goes for the header. Misses wide right. Still no score. 33 minutes remaining here in the first half. We play 2 40-minute halves. And with this clock here at Memorial Stadium, Emerson, we count down from 40 minutes instead of counting forward, which a lot of casual soccer fans and diehard soccer fans that keep up with the English Premiership and the World Cup, a little bit different as they count forward.
Yeah, and that's a change from years past, Birch. We used to start at 0 and count up, and for whatever reason, the State Soccer Association has decided to reverse that this year. I think it's easier for American fans.
No, well, it was a new clock here at Memorial Stadium.
So the new clock does not count from 0 upward,
right.
So they had no choice but to. All right, thank you.
Because they play the other style of football here as well at Memorial Stadium, so I think they...
Yeah, the clock does not count up. It only counts down.
So a different clock that was put in here at Memorial Stadium. One of my favorite places for high school sports in the state of South Carolina. Just a gorgeous historic facility, very cozy, nestled in the Rosewood community.
Yeah, that's true, Birch. You know, Memorial Stadium is not long on amenities and luxuries because it is old, but it was renovated recently, and it's got a lot of personality. It's, and long time, as you mentioned, for a long time, it's been a site for high school sporting events. Several of the Columbia area schools use this stadium for a variety of sports. In fact, we have, baseball and softball field, which is part of this complex as well. Dreer, AC Flora, Columbia High all call this stadium their home for football and for some of the other sports that I mentioned also, baseball and softball, and also soccer.
Yeah, Richland County School District 1 does an outstanding job of maintaining this facility. It is a war memorial stadium built in honor of the veterans of World War II and nestled right in a beautiful neighborhood, the Rosewood community of Columbia, right in the shadow of Owensville downtown airport. Here's Academic Magnet trying to push the occasion here on offense. Christ Church still doing a great job on defense of not allowing the Raptors any clear look at the goal. Cameron Beach has not been hurried at all, the keeper for Christ Church. The only shot on goal really that Academic Magnet had was the free kick that sailed wide right. Christ Church trying to take it away. Charging down the far sideline goes Megan Altoff, the junior midfielder. And she puts it right into the defense of Academic Magnet. But it will remain Christ Church possession on the throw-in. Academic Magnet, they are very, very aware on defense, I have noticed. Emerson, they play a tight defensive strategy.
They do. They only use 2 forwards in their starting lineup, so it is a defensive-minded team, and that's evidenced by the fact that they've only allowed 6 goals all year, Birch. They've played 20 games, and their opponents have only scored 6 goals against them this year. That's very impressive.
Nearly 30 minutes remain here in the first half of action in the Class A 2A Girls State Championship. Christ Church in the blue, Academic Magnet in the white. Academic Magnet High School out of North Charleston, South Carolina, relatively new school. Christ Church out of Greenville.
Birch, Christ Church had to win 4 playoff games to win this Upper State Championship. They beat Eau Claire 10-0 in the first round. They beat Brasher 6-0 in the second round. Then a 7-0 victory over Southside Christian. And last week in the earlier this week in the state semifinals, the Upper State Championship game, Christ Church beat St. Joseph's 8-0. So nobody's been within 7 or 6 goals of Christ Church in the playoffs. And Academic Magnet, your lower state champions, had a bye in the first round. Both teams were the number 1 seed in their respective half of the bracket. Christ Church number 1 in the upper state. Academic Magnet number 1 seed in the lower state playoff. And after the first round bye, Academic Magnet beat Marion 10-0, Swansea 4-0, and Bishop England 6-0.
Yeah, Academic Magnet, their boys also qualifying for the state championship.
That's right. Academic Magnet, one of 3 schools that have both their girls and their boys teams playing for the championship this weekend. Wando has both girls and boys here in Class 4A, and Hilton Head also has both its girls and boys teams competing for the championship this weekend. They're in Class 3A. And Birch, we need to point out also that Academic Magnet is 18-2 coming in, and one of their losses came in the season opener to Wando. Wando here playing for the 4A championship later tonight. So
Emma Bradley with a good job on defense, checking very aggressively on Christ Church's Emily Harvey, the senior midfielder. Good defense there by the senior Emma Bradley. So there's the goalie for Academic Magnet, Emily Gosson, who will put it into play. 40-yard kick. Near sideline for the Raptors, Lindsey Baldo, the senior.
Birch, that Academic Magnet loss to Wando came in about the 3rd week of the season. I said it was the opener. It was not the opener. It was about the 3rd week of the regular season, and that is one of the 2 losses this year for the Raptors, your lower state champions here in 2012. And Anna Merriman, their head coach, as you mentioned, in just her 2nd year, won the state title last year and has got her team back playing for the championship this year. So Merriman trying to make it 2 for 2 for Academic Magnet.
Emily Harvey on the corner kick for Christ Church. Tracked down over on the far sideline by Academic Magnet. Pushed ahead to Callie Purifoy. Purifoy being checked by Josephine Oakley, the freshman defender for Christ Church. There's a little seam, and the pass sails on Becca Bosch. She could not gather it in.
Yeah, she got turned around a little bit there, but
Tried
it was
to
the
bring
right
it in with the inside of her right knee, but could not do it. Headed down by Bradley. Good defense there by Christ Church. Great tackle by Megan Althoff. It's out of bounds on the far side, so we'll have a throw in here for the Raptors of Academic Magnet. And a substitution as well. Checking in for the Raptors, Carlisle Dockery, the senior, as getting a break will be Arden Turkowitz. Christ Church on the handle. Sliding tackle by Academic Magnet to take it away, but Christ Church is right there here at midfield. Beautiful little heel pass from Christ Church. Now handled by Academic Magnet's Baker Walls as she pushes it right side to Dockery, who just checked in. Long throw in. Dockery for Academic Magnet slips out of bounds off her right shoe. And a quick throw in here. Now, neither team, Emerson, has had really any offensive looks whatsoever. This has just been a battle of 2 defensive teams. A lot of passes that have been taken away. So the offense for Academic Magnet and the offense for Christ Church really just trying to find themselves.
Yeah, it's been a very evenly contested match to this point, and you're right, we haven't seen many shots on goal for either team, and I think there's a feeling out process in any championship game, Burst, no matter what the sport is, and I think that's what we've seen through the first portion of the first half here. You know, these 2 teams trying to feel one another out and avoid making a costly mistake that could cost them a goal early on. So neither team taking any risks at this point, but as the game goes on, that could change.
20-yard setting kick there by Jenna Beauregard. And the first time that Cameron Beach has to show some activity in the goal for Christ Church as she scoops up that loose ball. Skies it ahead near midfield. Good job the back of that defense for Academic Magnet. Baker Walls setting that pass down and putting it into play for the Raptors here on the Christchurch side of the field. A shot and save by Cameron Beach.
Purifoy got the shot off there, Birch, with the right foot, well outside the box. That's about a 24-yard shot right there. But I think, important just to put one on goal and make sure the goalkeeper's ready to play today, which of course Beach is. And I think Purifoy just wanted to get it started. You can't assault or attack the goal until you get that first shot on goal. So she decided to have one from long range.
Some good passes there by Academic Magnet. It sails out of bounds far side, but possession remains with the Raptors here with just under 23 minutes to go in the half. Checking in for the Raptors, Marin Miller. Marin Miller comes in for Summer Edwards. So a freshman onto the pitch now for Academic Magnet.
And that save by Cameron Beach off the shot by Purifoy was Beach's 161st save of the season. She's given up 17 goals this year.
And she's only a sophomore. So Chris Nichols has been very impressed with her performance in 2012.
Still 17 goals allowed in 26 games. That's less than one goal allowed per game. So, very good year for both of these goalkeepers. And we knew this would be a good, even contest, Birch, because these two teams met for the championship a year ago. Academic Magnet won that game 3-1, but I think these two have been on a collision course all year. I mentioned they were both number one seeds in their respective halves of the 31-team playoff bracket. Academic Magnet was the only team in the 1A, 2A tournament that received a first-round bye. That's because we had an uneven number of teams. There were 16 playoff teams in the upper state, only 15 in the lower state.
And if you look, Emerson, at the playoff records for these two teams, Christchurch scoring 31 points in the upper state playoffs and 20 points scored by Academic Magnet through 3 games. So these teams put together a slew of scoring.
Yeah, they can both put it in the net. In fact, both won their first playoff game 10-0. And, we mentioned that Christchurch, neither team, in fact, has allowed a goal in the playoffs. So 20 goals to none for Academic Magnet in 3 playoff wins and 35 goals in 4 games for Christchurch. These two teams are, head and shoulders above everybody else in the state. Birch, you win the semifinal game 6-0. That was Academic Magnet's win over Bishop England, and Christchurch won the upper state championship 8-0 over St. Joseph. So these are, in theory, the 4 best teams in the state, and neither opponent could stay on the field with the 2 teams that we have playing for the championship here today.
Good block on the free kick by Christchurch as that kick sailed right into that front wall. It was Emma Bradley on the free kick check that, Jenna Beauregard for Academic Magnet, but the free kick sailed right into that front wall for Christchurch. Academic Magnet pulls it back to midfield, over right wing, near side, out of bounds as the pass was out of position for Carlisle Dockery, the senior midfielder. Fighting for the loose ball. Christchurch comes down with it. That's Sarah Renfro, the sophomore.
That was a nice job with the header there by Jenna Benson, the 9th grader. She took a little hit right there and had to make that sacrifice to help her team keep possession, but now Academic Magnet has it back on the defensive end.
Sarah Renfro, the sophomore midfielder for Christchurch. All-state player, 17 goals. She is one of a pair of Renfros on that field. Her older sister Sloan Renfro is the senior defender. She wears jersey number 10. Sarah in jersey number 18 as the ball sails over for Christchurch to I believe that's Caroline Grant. This pass winds up with Academic Magnet over to Dockery here, near side. She gets it forward to Callie Purifoy. Purifoy being checked by Oakley. Little left-footed slip for Purifoy over to the center of the field, and Emma Bradley. Bradley ahead to Dockery, but cleared out by Christ Church. Little collision there, but it's clean. Now over on the far side, the Raptors with Jessie Dooley. And it will be Christ Church possession. As with 17:33 remaining here in the first half, the Academic Magnet side of this stadium here in Memorial Stadium in Columbia starting to fill up as the student body, a good majority of them, Emerson, must have stopped off somewhere for lunch because they come in late. But now the home side over here is starting to fill up rather quickly.
Yeah, we just had a couple of dozen students pull up into the bleachers here, and students generally stand for the entire match.
Academic Magnet with numbers here, 3-on-2. Now it evens up 3-3 as Christ Church able to defend that pass out of bounds. Left wing, centering pass, not there. Christ Church takes it away. Now Academic Magnet trying to push onto that side of the field. But Christ Church doing a good job on their heels defensively. High throw in. Unable to handle is Jessie Dooley over on the far side. And another toss in here by Marin Miller. No score with 16 minutes remaining.
Late whistle there, Burge. Purifoy knocked off the ball, and a delayed call, but a foul call on Christ Church will give Academic Magnet another free kick here, about 30 yards out here, Birch.
Yeah, another opportunity here as you see Christ Church setting their front three. And another great job by that front line for Christ Church as they clear it over the center line. And Christ Church now trying to look for some numbers. We'll try to set the offense here. Sloan Renfro digs it ahead down to Megan Kerrigan. Kerrigan takes a shot, and that's wide right.
Nice job by Kerrigan to chest that ball down and get it onto her feet, Bert, so that she could then turn and take the shot. Couldn't put it on goal, but probably the best opportunity that Christ Church has had to this point.
They tried to go with a left to right swinger. .14-19 remaining, so we have played 25 minutes of championship soccer here in the Class A 2A state championship. In girls soccer here in South Carolina, we combine the traditional Class A ranks with the traditional Class 2 ranks to form one classification.
Right, not all 1A schools field a girls soccer team, Bert.
And not all 2A schools either.
So we combine the two classifications into one here for soccer.
Yeah, we have seen Emerson throughout our years covering the soccer state championships, the weekend of champions for high school soccer. Here on the South Carolina High School League Network, we've seen girls playing on the boys' championship teams.
Yeah, we have.
As a matter of fact, 2 years ago when the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers knocked off the Bishop England Battling Bishops, Batesburg-Leesville had a defender who started and played the entire game.
Played the whole game. Played well.
She played very, very well.
Yes, she did.
Helped her team win a state championship, knocking off Bishop England, which has been a traditional powerhouse. And Bishop England was going for, I believe, their 5th or 6th state championship in a row that year. So a lot of these girls that play high school soccer here in South Carolina, they can certainly hang in there with the boys. Action here at midfield. Another takeaway there by Christ Church. That's Jenna Benson, the young freshman. Trying to track it down is Christ Church and Jenna Benson. Or actually, that was Sitton Furman. And she did a great job to draw the foul, so a throw in here on the Christ Church side of the field.
Yeah, Academic Magnet knocked it out. No foul call there, but Furman, number 8, as we have another substitution here. This is Morgan Todd, senior midfielder, coming in place of Marin Miller. Furman got knocked to the ground earlier, and the referee said play on, and then Furman able to return the favor a little bit on that last exchange. No foul on either. In either case, so we've, the officials, refs are letting them play a little bit here, Birch. We've seen some contact, but only a couple of fouls, 2 fouls unofficially so far in the first half.
30 minutes almost in the books here. As we're coming up on 11 minutes remaining. Still no score. And my numbers, Emerson, I believe only 2 shots on goal for Academic Magnet, none for Christ Church. There's a good job there by Beach coming out of position to trap that ball. Also, Lema Alakel, the sophomore midfielder, helping her goalie out. Quickly now, Christ Church down the far sideline, trying to pick up some numbers, but Academic Magnet collapses and takes it away. Now tracked down on the far side by the Raptors. They try to work it ahead to Callie Purifoy.
Nice ball.
Now Academic Magnet with a chance. Good slipping pass. Left wing. Will she take the shot? Centering. Good save by Christ Church and Cameron Beach. A great shot, but a wonderful save by Cameron Beach. She was right there. A nice pass by Academic Magnet as they got the centering pass from Summer Edwards to Callie Purifoy. Purifoy took the shot, but Beach right there, Emerson, to smother it.
Yeah, that was beautiful passing by Academic Magnet to work the ball down deep inside of the box, and Purifoy really frustrated that she did not put her best strike on that shot. It was a terrific save by Beach, but Purifoy did not get all of it on the shot, and I think she was frustrated that happened. She put both hands on top of her head after she fired the shot and knew that she just didn't quite catch it as crisp as she would have liked. But nevertheless, a great save by Beach. It was still on goal, and it still had, potential to result in the first goal of the game, but Beach would not allow it.
And again, Emerson, that could be the result of this wet field. And that ball is going to roll a lot slower than it normally would. So, Purifoy may have thought that she had enough swing into it. But then the field conditions may have played a little role. But obviously just an excellent save by Cameron Beach. In the far corner, there was an opportunity there, but
side of the net by Purifoy.
And Purifoy And she's got 30 goals on the year. She's a junior. She's always very active around the net. Here comes a substitution for Academic Magnet as Summer Edwards checks in for Becca Bosch. .8:35 remaining in the half.
Birch, I think the field has held up quite well. You know, we have not had footing issues. We haven't seen players going down, slipping down left and right like I suspected we might. So I think the field's in pretty good shape, all things considered.
Yeah, and the field is at its wettest in the boxes. So the middle of the field is apparently okay from box line to box line, but then once you get inside the offensive areas, that's where the field is at its wettest, as there is a bit of a crown on this field here at Memorial Stadium, so the drainage goes from the center to the end. Try to track it down over on that far left corner. It will be Christchurch ball.
Yeah, they'll get a goal kick here. Good hustle play by one of their players to get back on defense and kick that ball off the knee of one of the Academic Magnet players. It was 14 for Christchurch. Sarah Robinson, just a ninth grader, getting back, and right before that ball crossed the end line, she knocked it off of a Raptor to get the goal kick.
Here's Purifoy trying to slip that defense. She does. Excellent job by Purifoy. Good centering pass. A little left-handed or left-footed push over there by Jessie Dooley, and she is on the pitch as she took a cleat to either the calf or the shin. So we will take a brief pause from Memorial Stadium in Columbia. You're watching the South Carolina High School League Network.
Hey, what's up, man?
Shaking up for the Raptors, number 11, Jessie Dooley.
There you see Jessie Dooley being helped off the pitch by the training staff from Academic Magnet High School. No score here from Memorial Stadium in Columbia between the Raptors of Academic Magnet and the Cavaliers of Christchurch High School. Welcome back, everybody. Birch Antley and Emerson Phillips with you here for the Class 2A State Championship. As you see, the goalie Emily Gosson, who has had a quiet day thus far for Academic Magnet. She has really not been challenged, but on the other side there is Cameron Beach. She's come up with two magnificent saves.
Yeah, and Gosson on the other end has spent about as much time, outside of her own penalty box as she has in it. She's been coming out, to the 25, 30-yard range to collect balls that Christchurch has cleared and sent deep into the academic magnet end. So Gosson has been coming out, as the last player back to keep possession for the Raptors. And I'm telling you, Bert, she's been out of the box a great deal today. And by my count, Christchurch still does not have a shot on goal. They got one shot, and Kerrigan got a shot from just inside the penalty box, about 17 yards out, but fired it wide.
Near side with Emily Harvey. Harvey's being checked by Emma Bradley. And there we see Emily Gosson having to step out a bit from in front of her net and scoop up the low shot taken by Christchurch. Not a lot of energy on that ball. We're down to 5:34 remaining here in the half. Only one shot on goal for Christchurch, 3 for Academic Magnet. So it's been smothering defenses from both clubs. And that shot sailing wide on Summer Edwards. It was almost like a Christchurch defender just came right at the last moment and kind of flicked that one from the back heel to disrupt that shot.
Edwards was trying to time that volley so she could direct the shot on goal, and I think she just shanked it a little bit. But, with the ball coming in at an angle like that, it's all timing, and it was just a tough play for her to make.
Arden Turkowitz trying to find Morgan Todd over on the far side. Clock now at 4.5 to play. Chasing it down is Academic Magnet. And they'll throw it in, working it to midfield, and now with a step is Purifoy.
Purifoy's working hard, Birch.
A little foul there by Christchurch.
Yeah, she's working hard here in the first half.
Purifoy, the leading scorer on this Raptor team. There's a boot for about 20 yards, but headed out by Christchurch and then collected by Academic Magnet. 1-on-2 for the Raptors, but they get it through. Good awareness there by Christchurch. Bumped away by Caroline Vaughn, the sophomore. Raptors trying to find an opening. And here's Purifoy again as she takes a spill. So a free kick here for Callie Purifoy, the freshman. Or check that, she's a junior forward. She'll send it in from the far side. Hammered away, but now a shot, another save. Wow, how about that? Beautiful back-to-back saves by Cameron Beach, the young sophomore, with cat-like reflexes there, Emerson. I don't see how in the world she was able to recover that quickly.
And that second shot was hammered right into her. And, she was still trying to get up off the ground, but had the wherewithal to make sure the ball didn't get by her. That's a great effort by Cameron Beach, who has been huge in the first half for this Christchurch team.
Man, that was just 2 big saves back-to-back by Cameron Beach. She's had 3 remarkable performances here in the first half with 2 minutes remaining. And she was, just trying to recover, to pop back up. And it was a short distance between her and the striker, and it was hammered, and she just caught it right in her breadbasket. Academic Magnet now with numbers, trying to make something happen again. Taken away by Christchurch. Good job on defense. Megan Kerrigan, the freshman. Or excuse me, the junior. Now just over a minute to play here in the half. Academic Magnet working with Emma Cohen. Fielding off the chest and moving it forward. 1 minute remaining now. As Christchurch will have a throw in here. High lob. Remains with the Cavaliers. Going for the heading pass is Megan Kerrigan. Kerrigan coming in, working on Summer Edwards, and there's a collision. Renfro with the foul for Christchurch. 6 seconds remaining. Academic Magnet trying to get a shot away. Purifoy collapsing around her is the Cavalier defense, and that's going to do it, Emerson. So through 40 minutes of play, we've got no score, but we've seen some fantastic saves by the keeper for Christchurch, Cameron Beach.
Cameron Beach, the story of the first half. She denied 3 shots that certainly would have found the back of the net, and that's the reason we're scoreless here at halftime. Sarah Robinson played well defensively in the first half for Christchurch, and I think Callie Purifoy from Academic Magnet has spent more time on the ground than anyone in the first half. She's been knocked down several times, playing very hard in the first half. We've settled nothing in the Class 1A, 2A Girls Soccer State Championship. First half is in the books.
Yeah, keep it right here on the South Carolina High School League Network.
Smoking or smokeless tobacco are not permitted in Memorial Stadium. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, during today's match, please do not use whistles or air horns. Whistles, air horns, and other artificial noise makers are prohibited. And if you are found to use a whistle or air horn during the match, you will be asked to leave the stadium. The South Carolina High School League would like to thank its corporate sponsors for the 2012 State Soccer Championships. Play on Sports, Team ID, Spalding, Rawlings, Huddle Tickets. We'd also like to thank Ben Rivers and Ben Rivers Photography for his coverage of today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, here are our halftime statistics for today's 2A, 1A Girls State Championship. Christchurch had 5 shots, 5 for the Raptors. The Cavaliers have had 2 saves. Christchurch have had 2 corner kicks to Academic Magnet's 3. Neither team have been whistled for offsides. Christchurch have been whistled for 8 fouls, while the Academic Magnet have been whistled for 1. Your halftime score, Christchurch 0, Academic Magnet 0.
Welcome back to Columbia, South Carolina, historic Memorial Stadium. We are ready for the second half of action. No score between Christ Church and Academic Magnet. Hello again, everybody. I am Birch Antley, along with my broadcast partner, Emerson Phillips. Emerson, this is a big weekend for high school championship soccer in the Palmetto State, as we've got our tip-off of this weekend of champions right here.
7 games on tap. This is the first game. We have 3 today for the girls and 4 more tomorrow for the boys.
No score between Christ Church and Academic Magnet, 2 very talented defenses. Both of these clubs, Emerson, did not allow a single goal in the upper state and lower state playoffs through 4 games for Christ Church. No goals allowed, while they scored, I believe, 31 points through their 4 games. In the lower state playoffs, Academic Magnet played 3 games. They received a first round bye, did not allow a single goal during that playoff run, and they scored 20 points. But not a lot of offense here through 40 minutes of play. We've seen 5 shots apiece and just a pair of outstanding saves by Cameron Beach, the Christ Church goalkeeper. We switch sides of the field now, so Christ Church will be moving left to right, Academic Magnet. And the all-white unis moving right to left.
Only 5 shots on goal per team in the first half. Both teams with 5 shots, and that's a low number. So, defense was the order of the first half. We saw a lot of action at midfield, but when teams did get a shot off, they were pretty good opportunities, particularly for Academic Magnet. They got off 2 sharp shots in succession on one trip, and Beach was able to turn them both away. And we did see some good action in the first half, but just not a lot of shots on goal.
Little throw in over on the far side.
I think it's been a fairly physical game also, Birch. We've seen a lot of people hitting the ground. And
8 fouls by Christ Church in the first half.
All right, so almost as many fouls as shots. Play on. Referee says play on. That was a clean tackle.
Yeah, that was a great call there by our official. We do have to say the officials have been doing a heck of a job here in this championship affair. Tracked down in the far corner by Callie Purifoy. She was just all over the field in the first half. Purifoy, the very talented junior, coming in with 30 goals scored.
Yeah, she does cover a lot of ground from her forward position. We've seen her on the wings, handling a free kick and occasionally hitting centering passes, but we've also seen her in the middle of the field receiving centering passes. So she does a lot of different things. Obviously, you score 30 goals, you're very active on the offensive end, and certainly the Academic Magnet offense goes through Callie Purifoy. But they've got other goal scorers on this team also, Birch. Jenna Beauregard with 20 goals, 19 for Jessie Dooley, who left the game due to injury in the first half, 15 goals for Summer Edwards. So, it's not just the Callie Purifoy show, although she certainly is the ringleader.
And then, of course, on that Academic Magnet sideline, you've got the big leader, the Polo Loco, the artificial mascot that they carry to each and every game. They have been doing that for a couple of years now.
Physical play continues. There was a groan from the Academic Magnet fan section over here on our side of the field.
And this is a big weekend for Academic Magnet soccer. They're girls and boys both playing for state championships. Academic Magnet looking to repeat here as the girls champs. This is a rematch of a year ago, as the sun now really starting to shine here in the capital city of Columbia. And that will help dry this field out, as we've had a lot of rain over the past few days here in Columbia.
Yeah, more than 3 inches in the last 3 days, and I would think the sun finally shining here in the capital city is a good sign. The high school league officials and the State soccer coaches got to be pleased that this field will finally start to get a little bit of relief, although you mentioned in the first half it's going to get chewed up this weekend due to all the action. 7 games on this field in the next 2 days.
Here comes Purifoy left wing, and that pass sails over the crossbar. So that is another attempt by Purifoy that is unable to find the twine. Yeah, the weather here in South Carolina has really just played havoc on the state championships in baseball and softball. Here on the South Carolina High School League Network, we were featuring the 4A state baseball championship between Burns and Ashley Ridge, which was supposed to begin play on Monday. The game number 1 was pushed back to Tuesday, and still unable to play game number 2 until tomorrow on Saturday. Game 3, if necessary, will be Monday, which we hope to have for you here on the South Carolina High School League Network. And then several games around the state. They did not even get game 1 completed over in Hartsville, South Carolina, in the 3A softball championships until last night.
That's right, and all the series for baseball and softball were supposed to take place Monday and Wednesday, games 1 and 2, and then if necessary, game 3 Friday. So all of those series should be complete by tonight, but the weather did not cooperate, so all the series, with the exception of 2A softball, was delayed at least one night. And in many cases, the series has been delayed a couple of days now.
Here's Christ Church trying to get it ahead to Sitton Furman. She corrals it over on the far left corner. A little centering pass as they were looking for Megan Kerrigan. Coming right to the center, but pass is a little bit wide. Great little chest bump there for Lema Alkill. Now Kerrigan with a shot, and it finds the net just inside the left post. And Christ Church scores with 33 minutes remaining. So here in the 7th minute of play, Christ Church and Megan Kerrigan score first.
That's a 20-yard shot, an absolute rocket off the right foot of Megan Kerrigan for her 44th goal of the season. 44 goals in this Christ Church's 27th game of the year.
Kerrigan sneaking it in right inside the left post, and there was nothing that Emily Gosson could do except watch that ball sail in for the score.
Right, the shot was so accurate, it was a rocket into the upper left corner, and there was just no hope for Gosson to try to turn that shot away. And, I was just about to make the comment that Christ Church has not had a real legitimate scoring opportunity in this match. And then Kerrigan lines one up from 20 yards out and buries it in the back left, top left corner.
And it was just a wonderful assist from the sophomore Lema Alkill, who had taken the pass off her chest, bouncing it down, and just a beautiful right foot pass to a cutting Megan Kerrigan. So count the assist for Alkill and the score or the goal for Megan Kerrigan. As Emerson said, her 44th goal of the year. And it is 1-0 here in Columbia. Near side, chased down by Christ Church and Sitton Furman, and then booted out by Academic Magnet, but we'll have a throw in here for the Cavaliers.
Soccer's funny like that, Birch. You can be outshot 2-1 or 3-1 over the course of the game, but it's not how many shots you get, it's what you do with the ones you've got, and that was a perfect shot by Megan Kerrigan. Just a blast off of her right foot.
And from somewhere or another, Emerson, we're hearing the sound of taps being played somewhere in the distance. Not sure where that was coming from, but nevertheless, we are underway with 30 minutes to go in this match, and Christchurch is leading 1-0 behind the goal of Megan Kerrigan in the 7th minute of the half. So we played 47 minutes before we got our first points on the board. Now, Academic Magnet can score in bunches, but this Christchurch Cavalier defense has been spectacular through the first half and into the second. And again, Christchurch in the Upper State playoffs through 4 games did not allow a single goal. Here's a chance now for Academic Magnet as they try to swing it left side. And that one gets out of the reach of Emma Cohen. So Christchurch will have possession. And it will be handled by Megan Altoff, the junior midfielder. Alakel clears it back. Christchurch advancing. Left side, Christchurch. They cannot chase it down, and it's cleared out by Academic Magnet. Again, Academic Magnet High School out of North Charleston, South Carolina, and the Christchurch Cavaliers hailing from Greenville. So we've got opposite sides of Interstate 26 represented here today. Academic Magnet now ahead to Megan Hunt. And they'll push it back to Gosson. Goal kick here. Over to the far side. Handled by Jenna Beauregard. Now they sail it ahead, but taken away from Dockery. As Elikel was right there for Christchurch. Quick toss in, Elikel checking Dockery. And it will be a corner kick here for the Raptors, and this will be the 4th corner of the match. As you see, Beauregard setting it down. Beauregard sends it in. There's a header, denied. Purifoy trying to find the loose ball shot, no. Actually, that was Summer Edwards. But another chance here for the Raptors as they remain on offense. They'll send it over to the far side.
Just out.
Well, she was almost able to contain it. Chest pass here for Academic Magnet. They will try to press the issue. Good tackle by Christchurch, and Josephine Oakley over there, the defender. She's just a freshman. She came sliding in. And now a substitution here for the Raptors as Marin Miller will take the place of Summer Edwards. Academic Magnet trying to find some space. There's a shot. Wide right by Emma Cohen, the freshman. 26 minutes remain here, Emerson. It is still 1-0 in favor of the Cavaliers after that excellent shot by Megan Kerrigan in the 7th minute of play here in the second half of action.
Amazing how quickly, the momentum of the game turned on that one shot by Kerrigan. It felt like Academic Magnet had the momentum at that time. Up until that time, they had the better scoring opportunities, and I think they had controlled the ball on offense and had been the more aggressive, more attacking team to that point. But one shot by Kerrigan, and now the whole complex, the whole complexion of this game has changed in favor of Christ Church. And they're such a good defensive team. They're going to make it very difficult on Purifoy and company to find the equalizer.
Quick throw in here, headed out by Christ Church. Now there's Purifoy trying to pick up the pass from Dockery, but taken away by Christ Church again. As you just mentioned, Emerson, this defense just very stifling. It's kind of like the summer humidity in South Carolina.
It is humid, no question, but the temperature is quite pleasant. Normally this time of year, in years past when we come over here to Memorial for the soccer state championship weekend, it is very common for temperatures to be in the low to mid 90s.
And here comes Purifoy. She's got a seam. Purifoy, no. Alakill, good job. Purifoy again takes the shot and hammered away by Cameron Beach.
Nice deflection by Beach. Got enough of it and deflected over to crossbar. That's another stellar save by the young 10th grader from Christ Church. Cameron Beach certainly has been the MVP thus far for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, just Beach getting up there and punching it away. And as you see, the fans here on the Academic Magnet side of Memorial Stadium. Making the journey up from North Charleston, South Carolina. Their boys team will be represented here tomorrow. As they will be playing for the 2A state championship against Indian Land out of the Lancaster area of South Carolina. Be sure to stay right here with us the entire weekend on the South Carolina High School League Network. And remember that you can get a DVD copy of this championship game, as well as all of our championships that we will feature this weekend. And if you need to add to your DVD collection the state championships from a year ago, don't worry, we've got those for you as well in our DVD library. We've got every championship that we have covered here on the South Carolina High School League Network available for you in our DVD library. Just check out SCHSL.TV. Quick throw in by Marin Miller, the freshman over on the far side for Academic Magnet. The Raptors wearing the white uniforms, and navy blue with the royal blue trim, being worn by Christ Church.
Christ Church trying to avenge last year's loss to Academic Magnet in the state championship game. Academic Magnet beat Christ Church 3-1 on this field for the championship last year.
That's pushed out of bounds by Academic Magnet. And back and forth. Great defense by Academic Magnet here on this possession. Now Christ Church with a little hole. Opportunity here, but Academic Magnet smothers, and that shot is wide left. So a goal kick coming up here. That was Jessie Dooley, or check that, Megan Kerrigan again with a attempt, but it just sailed a little left on her.
Yeah, Gosson dove to her right. And that ball just out of her reach. So Academic Magnet gets the goal kick.
Gosson sends it 40 yards downfield. Purifoy trying to handle it. Off the left calf. Headed up by Christchurch. Christchurch now looking at 2-on-3. And there's a shot and a save. As Sitton Furman sailed it in on Emily Gosson. And Gosson was just in perfect position right there to receive that attempt.
It was a strong shot by Furman, but you're right, Gosson right where she needed to be to make the save.
Christchurch now with Megan Kerrigan again. Taken down by Baker Walls from Academic Magnet.
Baker Walls has played well. She had a couple of nice headers in the first half to clear the ball out of the penalty box, and a very aggressive play on that last series to take it away from Purifoy. Or from Kerrigan, I should say.
It's another foul for Christchurch. They have had a bunch in this game, but Chris Nichols, the only number she's concerned about right now is the one on the scoreboard, and that has her Cavaliers leading 1-0 with 20-28 remaining in this match. Christchurch girls leading 1-0 over Academic Magnet. And you know, it's going to be interesting, Emerson, this weekend of champions for the first time since the year 2000. The Christchurch boys will not be playing for a state championship. They had one of the longest winning streaks in the country, as they had won every single state championship in Class A boys soccer dating back to the year 2000, but they were knocked off by St. Joseph's in the Upper State Championship. So we will not be seeing the traditional powers of Christchurch, Bishop England, or Irmo
in the boys. That's right.
The tides are starting to change a little bit, it seems, in high school soccer here in South Carolina. There was a shot taken by Lindsay Baldo and turned away again by Cameron Beach. So another corner kick coming up here for Academic Magnet. Sails in high, trying to head it in there, and it's taken away by Christchurch. They just do an outstanding job with their field awareness. You know, even though Megan Kerrigan has been the star so far with the only goal in this game, Emerson, I think you hit the nail right on the head when you said that the Cavaliers goalkeeper, Cameron Beach, was probably the MVP so far.
I would think so. You know, offensively, Christchurch it just hasn't done a lot. They had 5 shots in the first half, and Kerrigan took advantage on a 20-yard blast, you know, just outside of the box. Took it from the right side of the box and buried it in the top left corner of the goal for the only score of this game. And you know, the reason that Christchurch has the lead here is because of that play by Kerrigan and because of about 4 important saves by Cameron Beach. I'd say she's got to be the MVP so far.
Yeah, and those 5 shots in the first half that Christchurch had taken, Emerson, really none of those shots were ever threatening to Emily Gosson, the senior goalkeeper for Academic Magnet. Christchurch trying to find a little opening here. Centering pass taken away by Academic Magnet. Good clear by the Raptors, and Gosson will swallow that one. Sitton Furman tried to place it near the goal, but Gosson was able to jump out of the box and swallow that one up. No save on the play, as it was pretty much routine for her. Cleared away by Christchurch. Out to the backfield for Academic Magnet. Drifting left, and it's a good play by Megan Altoff, the junior. Send that ball out of bounds. Coming off the pitch for Academic Magnet is Becca Bosch. She will get a breather. Freshman midfielder.
Megan Kerrigan's goal came with 33:06 left in the second half, and that goal has stood up so far.
High kick, clear away. Now, Academic Magnet, they're going to have to try to find some openings and really, instead of finding openings, create those openings for Purifoy. She's your leading scorer with 30 goals coming into this contest. And she had some looks in the first half, but here in the second, she has been unable to get any set plays or, find any kind of crossing action or some cutters. And that's really Christchurch's defense. You've got to commend the Cavaliers for their defensive play. They just have excellent field vision. And they really know how to surround the opposing team's leading scorer. They know where the offensive scoring threats are coming from, and they do a really good job of trying to shut that down. Another foul for Christchurch. That's 10 so far, Emerson.
Talked about the Christchurch defense. I think Coach Nichols has a reputation for being a defensive coach, and what you really don't want if you're playing Christchurch is to fall behind, because then they're really going to pack things in on the defensive end and just make things very difficult for you. There's just not a lot of room to operate, when they drop everybody back.
Here's Purifoy with a chance. Nothing. Blocked away by one of the defenders for Christchurch. I believe that may have been Lema Alakill in there. Or it could have been Oakley, number 13. They were both around it.
Sloan Renfro back there as well.
So Purifoy, they were able to feed her the ball, Emerson, but again, that Christchurch defense just right there. Now Academic Magnet will try to get something set here. They're looking for Purifoy. But that one sails over her head. And a goal kick here for Cameron Beach. Battle for possession here near sideline. Purifoy is able to stab it out. Charging down left side. Comes Academic Magnet and Megan Hunt. But Christchurch is right there. 13 minutes remaining in this match. Your score is still 1-0 in favor of Christchurch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you that inappropriate language is not acceptable here at Memorial Stadium. Please refrain. Thank you.
So a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Trying to feed Megan Altoff. And she pumps it out of bounds. So Academic Magnet has the throw in. Ahead to Purifoy. She's double teamed. Into the backfield. Cleared away by Academic Magnet. Handled by Baker Walls. Trying to keep it away from one of these Cavaliers. It's number 8, Sitton Furman. But a throw in here by Christchurch on their side of the field. Here's the toss in by Autoff. Throw in near sideline. Altoff is there. Now Baker Walls. "11 and a half minutes remaining here in the state championship. Coming up next, the Seahawks of Hilton Head Island High School and the Yellow Jackets of Fort Mill for the 3A contest. We'll close the books on the first day of the weekend of champions with the 4A title between Wando and Malden. Or excuse me, the 3A girls contest, East Side and Hilton Head. Fort Mill will be playing in our 3A boys, that's right.
10 minutes a long time in a soccer match, Birch, and we've seen Academic Magnet able to create offensive opportunities. They just have not hit the back of the net because of Cameron Beach, but still plenty of time for the Raptors maybe to tie this game up and keep their championship hopes alive, trying to win back-to-back state titles. Academic Magnet, they beat Christchurch 3-1 for the title a year ago. Christchurch, a regular here at state finals weekend, making their 8th appearance in the soccer state finals.
As a matter of fact, we've got all of our defending champions returning to Columbia out of the girls' ranks. As Hilton Head won the 3A championship a year ago, and then Wando, they'll be going for their three-peat. Last year's winner trailing right now in this game, Academic Magnet, as Christchurch looking for their first state championship since 2001. Christchurch, Anna Rook, who just checked in, a freshman. Academic Magnet clears it away, out of bounds to the Cavaliers, so Sloan Renfro will throw it in along the far sideline in front of that Christchurch bench. Purifoy fighting for it in the center circle. And that's a foul on Academic Magnet, their second of the game. We've got 10 fouls that have been tallied against Christchurch. So Sloan Renfro will put it in play from midfield.
Another nice header by Baker Walls.
Tracked down in the backfield by Anna Rook. But Academic Magnet will have possession here on their side of the pitch as they find Purifoy. Purifoy being guarded closely by Josephine Oakley, the freshman, who has done an outstanding job monitoring Callie Purifoy, the junior, the leading goal scorer for Academic Magnet.
Shots still favor Academic Magnet, 10-9. But the one shot that has counted most, obviously the one by Megan Kerrigan early in the second half. 20 yards out with the right foot, a rocket into the top left corner of the goal. And she attempted that shot from the just outside the right corner of the box. So it was across the face of the goal. And just no chance for Gosson to get a hand on that shot by Kerrigan because it was so well placed.
Here's a long shot. Count it! How about that? From 20 yards away. Give that goal to Sitten Furman, number 20 of the year. The freshman puts Christchurch up by 2. Let's take a look at that replay. Boy, did she just fire it in. Excellent placement. As you see the Christchurch fans across the way cheering on that big goal from Sitten Furman. Actually, we're going to count that goal for Kerrigan. Her second of the match.
Assist for Sitten Furman and Lema Alakil.
So we give the assist to Furman. There's a shot denied by Cameron Beach. Two 0 is your score. 2 big goals by Kerrigan. With about 6:50 left, she is able to put it in. .554 remaining here in this game. And Academic Magnet is going to have to get something going, and something going in a hurry, Emerson.
Yeah, that second goal by Kerrigan, I think psychologically, makes a big difference now. When you're only a goal back, you feel like if you can just get one opportunity, you can level the match. And now the 2-goal deficit, particularly with time winding down here, we're coming up on 5 minutes remaining. And a real sense of urgency right now, needless to say, for Academic Magnet.
Here's a throw in, near sideline from Megan Altoff. We move just under 5 minutes to play now. Now Christchurch will really start to ratchet up that pressure on defense, you have to suspect here, Emerson.
Right, I mean, this has been a recipe for victory for Christchurch all season. They get a 2-goal cushion, and then they just pack that defense in like we talked about earlier. So it really plays into their strength right now. We dropped a headset there. We apologize for that.
.417 left.
And maybe a little bit of injury time here, Birch, but it will not be much, if any at all. I can't recall any substantial delays in this second half, so I think the time on the clock is, for the most part, true.
I tell you, the play of Kerrigan in the second half, she's just been in the right place at the right time, and she really got helped out tremendously by Sitten Furman on that last goal, and then on the first goal of the half by Lema Alakil. And the Christchurch goalkeeper Cameron Beach has just played lights out here today, as well as the rest of that Cavalier defense. I mean, Purifoy has had absolutely no looks at goal here in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. And that's credit to Christchurch. They I don't know if they made some adjustments at halftime, but they've really limited Purifoy. Purifoy, for the most part, was the most active offensive player of the first half, and Christchurch has done a great job to neutralize her in the second half. I mean, this is Purifoy's got 30 goals on the season. She's scoring 3 goals every 2 games, Birch, and for Christchurch to be able to neutralize her and take away some of her effectiveness in the second half is a big part of the reason why they have a 2-0 lead in this championship game.
Yeah, and you see, as Dockery now with a chance, but a beautiful sliding takeaway by Christ Church and Megan Kerrigan. You see that Christ Church has dropped their midfielders back and only pressing with 2 forwards when there is a ball on their side of the field. And they have dropped back into a total defensive zone here. Academic Magnet. Beach comes out, gathers it in.
Dare I say it, Birch, it's been no day at the beach for Academic Magnet. I mean, Cameron Beach back in the goal has just been very strong. Every chance that she has had to make a difference in this game, she has come through.
Tracked down over on the far side by Christ Church and Sitten Furman, who had a big assist back in the 70th minute or thereabouts. Both of these goals for Christ Church coming in the second half, both coming off the right foot of Megan Kerrigan, who has 45 goals on the year, all-state selection. Under a minute to play now, Emerson and the Christ Church Cavaliers. They think they may have found their redemption as they lost the championship a year ago to Academic Magnet. They lead by 2 goals here. Just trying to make sure that they suppress anything that Academic Magnet does. Dockery with a little space, moving left to right. Alakill sends it down. Dockery again, trying to go for a little heading pass, and here comes Baker Walls.
A real study in perseverance today for Christ Church also, Birch. You know, we've had 5 shots apiece in the first half, but
here's Beach again. Header, not there as Beach came out. And that's going to do it, Emerson. Your 2012 Class A 2A state champs are the Cavaliers from Christ Church Episcopal School in Greenville, South Carolina, as they knock off Academic Magnet, the defending champions, 2-0 here in Columbia, South Carolina. 2 big goals from Megan Kerrigan and a big game for that young Cameron Beach.
Huge game for Beach. 2 clutch goals for Kerrigan. Only 5 shots in the first half for this Christ Church team. None of them were what I would consider to be quality scoring chances, but they come out and capitalize in the second half and just really made great use of the shots that they got in the second half. They didn't get very many shots in the second half either, but Kerrigan buried 2 of them into the net. 45 goals on the season for Megan Kerrigan, the junior from Christ Church, and it's a state championship for the Cavaliers here in 2012.
Congratulations to Chris Nichols in her 6th year as head coach. The Cavaliers pick up their first state championship since 2001. Well, that's going to do it for us here in the booth. But stay with us here in the SCSHL network. We've got more soccer coming up. And stick with us for the presentations of the championship trophies. For Emerson Phillips, I am Birch Hitley saying so long from Columbia. We will talk to you next time.
We could have up at midfield for the awards presentation. Thank you. If the teams would line up, if at all possible, in numerical order for the presentation of the medals. In the same manner, the international introductions were done. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may direct your attention to midfield for our awards presentation. At this time, we'd like to give the awards to the lower state champions, the Academic Magnet Raptors. Here to present the medals for the schools, the athletic director, Kurt Hoffman. Number 2, Ellen McDowell. Number 3, Emma Cole. Number 4, Morgan Todd. Number 5, Marin Miller. Number 7, Baker Walls. Number 8, Jenna Beauregard. Number 9, Emma Bradley. Number 10, Kelly Dawson. Number 11, Jesse Dooley. Number 12, Summer Edwards. Number 13, Callie Purifoy. Number 14, Leslie Thielen. Number 16, Arden Turkowitz. Number 17, Lindsay Baldo. Number 18, Megan Hunt. Number 19, Becca Bosch. Number 20, Carlisle Dockery. Number 22, Rachel DiGiacomo. Number 23, Caroline Smith. Number 24, Libby Zandon. Number 25, Chris Shaka. Head coach, Anna Merriman. And assistant coaches, Emily Ferrier and Brett Johnson. Managers, Pat Carter and Emma Napier. And now presenting the lower state championship trophy, the commissioner of the South Carolina High Schools, Jerome Singleton, to the lower state champions, the Academic Magnet Raptors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the awards to your 2012 2A State Champions, By SCHSL Cavaliers. First Church Episcopal School, Headmaster, Leonard Coopersmith, Athletic Director R.J. Beach, and Upper School Director Pete Sanders. Number 0, Cameron Beach. Number 3, Megan Alpha. Number 4, Isabel Cavaliers. Number 5, Anna Rowe. Number 6, Laura Davis. Number 7, Mary Kate Carter. Number 8, Sitton Furman. Number 9, Jenna Benson. Number 10, Sloan Renfro. Number 11, and the gold winner for today, Megan Kerrigan. Number 12, Linda Akil. Number 13, Josephine Oakley. Number 14, Sarah Robinson. Number 15, Caroline Vaughn. Number 16, Caroline Grant. Number 18, Sarah Renfro. And number 19, Emily Harvey. Head coach of the Cavaliers, Chris Nichols. And assistant coaches, Michael Grayman, Tim Rook, Trey Skaggs, David Wilcox, and Charlie Woodward. And manager, Kendall Cybers. And now, presenting the 2012 Girls 2A1A State Championship Trophy for the 24-3 By SCHSL